What up, Tate Schoolers? Welcome to another great episode of Tate School of Fitness Business Corner Podcast. New name, with the same great guests, doing updates, checking in, seeing what's happening. We are here with the great Jessica Brooks. How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. So what's new? A lot is new. This is a new space that you have here.
Yes.
What has been going on with you and your company?
So I feel like my company has grown. So last year I kind of took a mental break. It was kind of like God basically said, I need to break you down because I need to make you stronger for the next level that I'm trying to get you to.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what I had to do, I had to go to therapy, work on myself, heal myself from things that I knew that I could heal on. And then when I was doing this, I was like, I had a procedure done sometime this year. And what happened was God was like, I'm talking to you and I need for you to listen. So I started journaling, I started meditating, I started doing everything I need to do. And God was like, I'm about to take you somewhere, but you got to be prepared for it. And I mentally heard him say all of this to me. And so I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next step. He was like, okay, be ready for it. Because when it comes, it's going to come. It's going to come big, okay? So what I did was I started exercising, healing what I could heal at that time. And then I was like, what else can I do at this moment? And God was like, I got something for you, but you got to step into it. And I was like, step into what? He said, I need for you to step into fear. And I said, okay. I need to step into fear. So everything I've always said no to, I said, I'm going to say yes to. Because that was me stepping into fear and getting out of my box. I said, okay, so you're going to do something for me, God, so you got to do something for me. So I was like, I want my own studio. Like, I've always wanted my own studio that I can go to, I can create, I can go whatever I want to or whatever. So what happened was I was between Sugarloaf and Athens, so I was back and forth.
Mm-hmm. I
found some studios, I think in Lawrenceville and Winder, and the rent for it was like $1,200-$1,300. And I was like, God, I can't afford that. That's too much. And I remember him telling me, so write down what you want in this studio. I said, well, I don't want it to be no bigger than a shoebox. Mm-hmm. So I reached out to a realtor again. He showed me an extra space that was bigger than a shoebox. And I was like, God, you joking. And he was like, you asked for it.
Yeah.
I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's a shoebox where I can move around, I can create something. He was like, okay. So the realtor was like, I'm going to find you something. And he found me this space. It was affordable. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. So God said, I want you to figure out what you want to do with this. And I was like, rent's kind of a little bit too much, so let me find some partners that can kind of help me cover this. And I reached out to my partner, his name is Gene Willis. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'll help you cover the half of the rent. And he was like, well, this is a good space. What should we call it? I was like, the creative space.
Yeah.
And so I ended up opening creative space. So what I did was I stepped into fear and everything just started falling together. Everything just started opening up. Everything.
Yeah. It's funny how that works because that is true. I think that I think it's a book called The Yes Method or something like that.
Oh yes.
Where it's pretty much challenges you to say yes to things because most of the time we say no first out of fear. Mm-hmm. Uncertainty, we'll be like no to whatever the opportunity is. But yes is so powerful. We don't realize, I know that you realize it now, but most of us don't realize how yes is so powerful because yes challenges us. Yes makes us actually step into fear. Yes makes us say, well, you know what? Well, let me at least try it. And most of the time when we say yes to things that we haven't done before, it's a brand new experience. Right. We learn so much from it and we get to evolve and grow. And sometimes that growth may be in the space that you're in, or it may actually open you up to other opportunities. So I think that what you did was beautiful. The fact that you said yes to everything and look where we are now, your own studio, your own space, is open you up to other opportunities because you was on the front page of
the Athens Bear Herald newspaper.
That's right.
And my mom opened the paper and she's the one who started screaming. She was like, my baby don't made it to Hollywood. I was like, Mom, it's just the front page. She was like, I am so proud of you. And she was like, wow, this is amazing, because coming from last year, I never thought that I would be at this place right now. The things that I was dealing with and I was trying to heal from, I never thought in 1,000 years that I'll be able to open up my own creative space.
Yeah, definitely. And that's big, front page of the Athens paper. That's definitely is big.
And so, like, I feel like the creative space, no lie, it got more exposure than anything. Like, it's bigger than what I ever thought that it was going to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, any media is definitely good, especially on this front page. And people don't know what you do until they know what you do.
Exactly.
It's very common, but we think that because maybe 10 people or 12 people like our post, that the other hundreds of people or thousands of people don't actually see it, but they actually do. So whenever you get out there, you put something out there, it's always good. It's bringing something. If nothing else, inquiries. Right, exactly. Where people just want to know what you're doing.
Because, I mean, I've been doing photography, LLC, 2 years. But I've been doing photography, like, for 6 years.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know people was following my work and seeing my work, you know, because I get the same 2, probably 10 likes on a post. And then I go about my day. So I never know people was watching me. That was the thing.
Absolutely. And that's not the only thing, because you also, didn't you win like a contest or something? Was it in a
Last
music?
year,
yes,
I won the High Art Museum. I was selected to be in the art gallery with them. And so I got the picture, if y'all guys can see the picture. I got the picture. I love to show it because it was just one of those things. I stepped into fear. I said, I'm going to create something.
Yep.
I don't know about to create, but let me create it. And they wanted me a position to be in the High Art Museum, and that was like phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
That is so dope. That is so dope. So could you talk a little bit more about that experience? Like, how did you, like, from beginning, like, how did you find out that you was actually selected? How did it all work out?
So my friend, Ernest, Tate,
right.
told me that I should enter this contest.
Yes.
And I was like, fear had set in. I was like, I don't think my work is good enough for that. Because it was another level. It was that high art museum type work.
Yeah.
And he was like, kid, you need to start believing in yourself. I was like, okay. So I submitted like 5 images, and one of the images got selected. Okay. And so I was like, Ernest, I remember texting me, I was like, Ernest, I got selected. And he was like, I told you so.
Yep.
And you were like, you need to start doubting yourself.
Yep.
Have confidence in your work.
Yep.
And when I entered it, we went to the, so we got selected. We ended up going to the Granette Library, where it was showcased.
Yep.
And I think her name was Maria. She was curator. She was there. She was speaking, and she was just talking about, you know, out of, I think it was like 500 people, 500 photographers, and like 2 different like countries or whatever. I was selected in the top 10, so I was like, wow. So, you know, getting that exposure and getting that, like, I feel amazed. Like, my hard work is really paying off right now.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I know what I know. And what I know is that most of the time we don't give ourselves credit for the things that we do, because we just do it. When you just do things, you don't see how good or amazing it is. And it could be just how a lot of people are raised.
Yes, mine came from upbringing.
Yep.
Like, my parents were like, you're going to make A's and B's. When I didn't do it, I got on punishment for that. So when I got on punishment, I was like, but I tried.
Yeah.
But I didn't try hard enough. So when I got to college, I started like patting myself on the back for doing good, because no one pat myself on the back for doing good.
Yep.
So college helped me to say, okay, you worked hard for that A, you worked hard for that C or that D that you got. So, you know. So
Exactly. I think it's, I spoke about this, I think on another podcast, maybe not, maybe just in a conversation, about how we don't know how to celebrate ourselves.
Yes.
We think we do, but we really, really don't. Or we look for others to celebrate us, and when they don't celebrate us the way that we...
disappointed.
Yes, we get disappointed.
We get frustrated.
Absolutely, because it's like, yo, I thought y'all supposed to have a parade for this.
Right, exactly.
Like, what's going on? And y'all just like, good job. Okay, you want to go get something to eat? Like, no. The world's supposed to stop.
Right.
You saw what I did? This achievement?
Right.
But I learned this year that I have to be my biggest cheerleader. Like, bottom line. Like, I have to have that moment. Even if I have to be with myself in the car and I have to say, you're awesome, that was great, scream, cry, whatever it is, to celebrate my achievements, because you know what, everybody don't do what we do.
Exactly.
You know, like, you have to sometimes be like, everybody ain't doing this.
Yo. And so on part of my healing journey, my therapist taught me to self-care myself.
Yep.
Whatever I do something to celebrate what I've done, because I'm creating it. I did it. Yep. So that's what I do. I do a lot of self-caring for myself.
That's so true. Same thing in my journey with my therapist. He was like, man, you have to realize that sometimes it's okay to say good job.
Yes.
Like, it's okay to just take a moment and be like, man, you did that. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like, that's dope. Because most of the time, with me personally, I'm always looking towards the next. Like, oh, okay, checklist. I've done that one. Now it's time for this. Now it's time for that. But I never just take time to be like, yo, hold up. You just
can't be hard on yourself.
Exactly.
You have to be really gentle with yourself.
Exactly. Because the world is not gentle.
Nope.
Not
at all.
At all. So you have to really treat yourself, talk to that inner child.
Exactly. That's part of the healing journey.
Exactly.
That inner child needs to celebrate what's going on.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm glad that now you see that you see your work like I see your work and other people see your work as being great work.
Right.
You know, so now it's like it's no limits. When you start seeing that what you do, it's no limits.
It's time to create. It's like another level that I have to create.
Absolutely.
Because now I feel like we're on this healing journey. You judge yourself so much that it's come to a point that you start judging yourself and you just push yourself out there just to do it.
Absolutely. That's so true. I realized starting in 2020, I just throw things on the wall and see what stick. That's how this happened. Like, it was like, yo, I want to talk to people. I want to talk to my friends. I want to talk to associates who are in the space of entrepreneurship, because I was on the journey so long by myself, at least I thought, by myself, and I know my experiences, but I want to know about theirs. So I said, well, let me see if I can do it. Throw it on the wall, boom. 2 years later, we here. Took a little break, but we back. And it has been received very well. So it's just something that throw it on the wall, see what stick. And I think all creatives should do that.
Yes.
Like, because you're not going to hit a home run every time.
You're not.
No.
You're not.
No.
For me, it's being creative. I really disconnect myself from the world, because I can't have all that noise coming in as I'm trying to create something. So as from last year, like, I fell off the earth. You didn't hear from me. But in the meantime, I was still creating. I was still working on my craft. Even though you wasn't seeing me posting anything, I was still working on my craft, trying to get better to the next spot.
Yeah, and this is the same thing here, because I don't know, I felt that I needed more. I need to learn more about my craft when it comes to fitness and wellness. So I went and I ended up gaining, I think, 2 or 3 certifications in the last 2 years. And I always joke and tell one of my good friends, Corey, if you don't hear from me and I'm quiet, I'm working. Trust me.
Exactly.
I'm working. Yeah.
It's putting some ingredients together.
Exactly.
You don't see. You might not see it tomorrow, but you'll see it.
Exactly. Something's brewing. And I'm not just sitting around because it's a video clip that's going around with Andre 3000. And it's so true. He said, if I'm not creating, I don't feel right. Like, I have to, something got to be going on.
It's inside of me to create something.
Exactly. Like, something has to be going on. And my art is my programs. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like I'm an artist when it comes to this fitness thing. That I feel like it's an art to put things together to help people figure out how to get they stuff together when it comes on this fitness journey and whatnot. So I still be creating. I still be trying to figure things out. And I don't get it right all the time, but I'm going to swing. You know, one of my favorite artists right now, they actually had him on the show, LaRussell. LaRussell said something that just sums it all up. He was like, if you had 10 minutes to hit as many home runs as you can, you wouldn't just swing and try to hit every minute. Right. I'm going to swing till my arms fall off. And that's how I feel. Like, I'm going to continue trying things. It's not always going to be right. And I think that the fear keeps a lot of creators from doing things. Right. I
like
things.
Everything be perfect.
No,
but everything's not going to be perfect.
No. There's no such thing, right?
There's no such thing. Everything's going to fall. I feel like everything falls in place how it's supposed to.
Yes.
But when it's not perfect, that's when you learn who you are.
Yep.
And what you're trying to create.
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I think that most people hearing this and in the world need to really embrace that. Like, it's no such thing as perfection.
No.
You chasing it, that's going to keep you from doing a lot of things in life.
Exactly.
Because I also think when people use that perfection thing, they use it as a scapegoat. So they won't do certain things.
Oh, it's too hard.
Yeah.
Or I can't figure out how to move past A to get to B.
Exactly.
You know, but in your mind, you should always have a plan A, B, C,
Absolutely.
or whatever.
Absolutely.
Because nothing's going to go perfect the first time.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I look for it. Like, I posted a while, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that I wake up every morning looking forward to failing. And somebody was like, what? I was like, yeah, because if you fail, you learn. It gives you opportunity to learn. So I look forward to saying, I'm going to mess up.
See, that went over their head, so they missed it.
Exactly.
That was too much for them.
Exactly. I enjoy that because I know that I'm going to learn. Yes. If I get it right all the time, I'm never going to learn.
And you're never going to meet God.
Nope.
You know? Because God's like, if you're perfect, then what am I for?
Exactly.
Everything's perfect.
Exactly. So I think, again, anybody listening to this, just do it. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you're upset. Do it when you scared. Just do it, because 9 times out of 10 you probably doing, well, not probably, excuse me, you're doing more than most people are doing, because there's so many great ideas in people's head that they never get out because they're thinking, oh, well, I don't have the perfect lighting, I don't have the
perfect equipment.
The equipment. My microphone is not $3,000 or whatever.
Right.
It's like, no, just do it.
And that's what I learned about photography.
Yeah.
You know, I spent money on a 1300 camera, but I noticed it when I do things with my $500 camera. It gave me more things. Like I was like able to do more things.
Yep.
And I was like, it's not about how much something costs. It's what you put into it, what you do with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. That's so true, because I have a nice camera, but I still pull out the iPhone, which is crazy. I paid all this money for this camera, never paid that much money for a camera before in my life. I'm like, I'm gonna get this camera because all these creators talking about this camera is great and it has all these features. I pulled that camera out and I was like, yo, this is cool, but that iPhone
is better.
It's better. It's like boom, 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 it's done. I'm finished. I can edit between sets or whatever I'm doing, or in the car waiting on. Like, it's done. But that phone, that camera, I gotta go plug into my computer. I gotta go, or I can send it to my computer because it's Bluetooth. But I gotta wait till they download and drop and everything. And what's really crazy is the camera still works with the iPhone. I can do everything on the app on the iPhone. So it's like you have everything you need.
Right.
You know, shout out to my boy Chance, Famous Hands. He said, he posted something the other day. He said, everything that you want is expensive, but everything that you need, you already have.
It's right in front of you.
I was like, bruh, that's so true. The things that we want and think that we have to do this, anything is so expensive. It costs you everything. But what it costs you most, what I got from that, is time. Because you waiting. Oh, I gotta save up to get A, B, and C.
And time just passing you by.
Just passing you by.
But you got everything you need right there.
Right there.
Right there.
You have a computer in your hand.
Right.
It's
it ain't
right
a
there.
Mac.
Yeah.
Mac ain't good anyway. So anyway.
so it's like you have everything you need. So I love the growth in what you are doing, all the things coming your way. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's awesome because, you know, again, you started off with, I was there when you first started.
Because I was taking pictures at Georgia State.
Exactly.
And I was taking pictures just to make money to feed myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I would charge people like $10, $15 for photos.
Yep.
And those pictures was crappy, but I use a point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
If I look at those pictures now, I'm like, oh, they're crappy, but they still look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They still look really good. So,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
that's how I started off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember I used to charge $15 a session, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna make it like this, but I need the money at the time for gas,
Exactly.
for food,
Yes.
to buy that next whatever equipment I thought I needed at the time. And it's so funny to me because even though that time I was really, really broke, I was very, very happy because it was the beginning of something that I knew was going to be something. I didn't know it was going to be all of this,
Right.
but I knew it was going to grow into something.
Exactly.
So I was happy. Like I don't even trip. Now, of course, I'm not going to charge about $15 now, but I was very, very happy. That was a good time. So it doesn't take much to start a plan, brainstorm, write it down,
Journal it.
write it down, because everybody want to do that text thing. Write it down. It's something about writing it down, that pen, that pencil, touch that paper.
It goes straight to your brain.
Exactly.
You're putting it right in here.
Exactly.
And you're able to see it.
Exactly.
It's like a mini vision board.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
And what you put on paper is coming true to the universe.
Yeah.
The universe
Absolutely.
is going to bless you back for what you put on paper.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Write that sucker down and read it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Add to it. Read it when you wake up. Read it before you go to bed. You have to. People don't believe in that, but I'm telling you, that's so powerful to do that. So write that thing down and really see what you want to do, and just do it. Don't have no fear, because you don't fail in life.
No.
You learn.
You learn.
You learn. You don't fail in life. That illusion of failure is it blows my mind, because it took me a while to realize that you don't fail. You always learn. Like, you can come back from anything. Only thing you can't come back from is death.
Right. Right.
Like,
I mean, I just feel like for me, it's just, if I do it, I say, at least I tried.
Yep.
If it don't go through, at least I tried. I made an effort in trying.
Absolutely.
So, you know, then I try to figure out another way how to go around what I just failed at. And I was like, okay, I gave it a try.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all you can do, is just keep trying. But what is next for you in the creative space?
So the creative space is just give other artists and creators a place to come in to create.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do podcasts here, if you want to do custom shoes and go live with it, you can use the space to do it. You can also do photo shoots here, even though it's small. It's not matter how small it is.
Yeah.
It's what you create in the space.
That's true.
And so what I wanted to do is just give other creators who would like me, who can't afford space, to have space to be able to create.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't stop yourself. Let this be the place that you come create.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. So tell them your address and how they can contact you, social, whatever. Let the people know.
So we're located at 2500 West Broad Street, Suite 600. You can actually go to our Instagram. It's Creative Space Athens, ATH. Or you can contact me at Jaikal _journey on Instagram.
Nice. Well, thank you for your time. And I'm looking forward for more growth, because like I say, in this short time period, it may have seemed long, but it's been very short. This short time period, a lot has changed for you. So I'm just proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again, there's no limits. People say
No
the sky's the
limits.
limit, but there's no limits. The only limits that we have is what we set to ourselves. And if you don't limit yourself, you can have everything that you want.
Exactly.
You know, so keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and thank you very much for your time.
So welcome.